Sometimes a very simple question feels difficult in English. You want to answer, but your mind stops.
Yes, that is very common.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Easy English with Max and Mia.
I'm Mia.
And I'm Max.
Today we are talking about daily routine.
Yes, we will talk about simple English for your day. Morning, work, lunch, evening, and home.
So this is very useful.
Yes, and before we start, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with a friend who is learning English.
Okay, Max, let's start.
Good. Mia, what time do you usually wake up?
I usually wake up at 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock. Okay, that is a good time.
Yes, not too early, not too late.
That's true. And what do you do first?
First, I open my eyes.
Good start.
Yes, very important.
Very important.
Then I get out of bed, I open the window, and I take a deep breath.
Oh, that sounds nice.
Yes, I like fresh air in the morning.
Do you check your phone first?
Sometimes yes, but I try not to do that.
That is very common. Many people check their phone first.
Yes, but I think it is better to stand up first, wash my face, and start the day.
I agree. I usually wake up at 6:30.
Oh, earlier than me.
Yes, I wake up at 6:30, I get out of bed, and then I go to the bathroom.
What do you do in the bathroom?
I wash my face, I brush my teeth, and sometimes I take a shower.
Sometimes?
Yes, sometimes I take a shower in the morning, sometimes I take a shower in the evening.
Oh, I see. So it changes.
Yes, it depends on the day.
That is useful. It depends on the day.
Yes, very useful. Then I get dressed.
Do you choose your clothes quickly?
Usually, yes, I keep it simple.
That is good. In the morning, simple is good.
Exactly. Morning is not the best time for big decisions.
Yes, in the morning I need tea.
You always need tea.
Yes, that is true.
I need coffee.
Of course you do.
Yes, coffee first, then English.
For me, tea first, then life.
That is also good.
So after I get up, I wash my face, brush my teeth, and get dressed. Then I go to the kitchen.
What do you have for breakfast?
I usually have a simple breakfast. Maybe bread and cheese, maybe eggs, maybe yogurt and fruit.
That sounds nice.
And tea. Always tea.
Of course. I usually have coffee and something small.
Like what?
Maybe toast, maybe eggs, sometimes just a banana.
Just a banana?
Yes, not perfect, but real.
Okay, real life English.
Exactly, and this is a good pattern. I usually have. For example, I usually have eggs for breakfast. I usually have tea in the morning.
Yes, very simple and very useful.
You can also say, I make breakfast, I eat breakfast, or I skip breakfast.
Oh yes, I skip breakfast is useful too.
Do you ever skip breakfast?
Sometimes, if I am late, I skip breakfast.
That happens. If I am busy, I also skip breakfast.
But it is better to eat something.
Yes, even something small.
So after breakfast, what do you do?
After breakfast, I clean up a little. I wash the dishes, or I put the cup in the sink.
Yes, small home actions.
Exactly, very common home actions. Wash the dishes, make the bed, open the window, close the window, clean the table.
I like that. These are simple and real.
Do you make your bed in the morning?
Yes, usually I make my bed. It helps me feel ready.
That's good. I usually make my bed too.
And I sometimes water the plants.
Oh, nice. So you can say, I water the plants in the morning.
Yes, that is easy.
Very easy.
What about time expressions? This is important too.
Yes, good question. You can say in the morning, at 7 o'clock, at 7:30, at 8, before work, after breakfast.
Yes, these help a lot.
For example, I wake up at 7. I eat breakfast at 7:30. I leave home at 8.
Very clear.
And beginners can use this every day.
Yes, this is normal English. Very normal.
Okay, Mia, after breakfast and home actions, what happens next?
Then I get ready to leave the house.
What do you do?
I check my bag, I take my keys, I take my phone, and I put on my shoes.
Good. Very practical.
Yes, and sometimes I say, "Where are my keys?"
That is also very real English.
Yes, too real.
Too real.
Then I leave home and go to work.
How do you go to work?
I usually go by bus.
Okay, so you can say, I go to work by bus.
Yes, or I take the bus to work.
Exactly. I usually drive to work.
So you can say, I drive to work.
Yes, or I go to work by car.
What about walking?
Yes, I walk to work. Very simple.
And train?
I take the train. Also useful.
So many easy phrases.
Yes, but they are simple. That is the good thing.
Do you like your commute?
Sometimes yes, sometimes no.
That is honest.
Yes, sometimes the road is quiet, and that is nice. Sometimes there is traffic.
Oh no, traffic in the morning is not fun.
No, not fun. But sometimes I listen to music on the way to work.
That sounds nice.
Yes, or a podcast.
I sometimes look out the window on the bus and just think.
That is nice too.
Or I think about tea.
Of course.
Tea is important.
Coffee is faster.
Maybe tea for me, coffee for you.
Good plan.
So when you arrive at work, what do you do first?
First, I say hello to my colleagues.
Good. That is very common.
Yes, good morning. Hello. How are you? Very simple.
And what do they say?
Usually, I'm good, or I'm fine, or I'm a little tired.
Ooh, I'm a little tired is a good one.
Yes, very real. Then I sit down, turn on my computer, and check my messages.
That is a good work routine.
Yes, what about you?
I arrive at work, say hello, put my bag down, and start my work.
Do you check email first?
Yes, usually I check my email first. Then I make a small plan for the day.
That is good. I check my email, I start my work, I make a plan.
Yes, these are good routine verbs.
Very good routine verbs. Wake up, get up, wash, brush, get dressed, eat, drink, leave, go, drive, walk, work, start, finish, cook, clean, relax, sleep.
That is a very useful group of words.
And phrase pairs are useful too.
Like what?
Wake up and get up.
Oh, yes, those are different.
Yes, you wake up, then you get up.
Good.
Another pair, make breakfast and eat breakfast.
Yes, first make it, then eat it.
Exactly. Another pair, go home and get home.
Oh, that is useful too.
Yes, I go home at 6, I get home at 6:30.
Very nice, very clear.
And another pair, start work and finish work.
Yes, I start work at 9, I finish work at 5.
Perfect. Very simple and very useful.
Okay, Max, let's talk about lunch.
Yes, lunch is important.
Very important.
What time do you usually have lunch?
I usually have lunch at 1 o'clock.
Okay. And do you eat alone or with other people?
Sometimes alone, sometimes with colleagues.
That is common.
Yes, if I eat with colleagues, we talk a little.
What do you talk about?
Simple things. Food, weather, the day, maybe weekend plans.
That is great. This is very useful small talk.
Yes, very easy topics.
So you can say, what are you eating? How was your day? Is it busy today?
Or this food is good.
Yes, or I'm hungry today.
That is me every day at lunch.
Really?
Yes, breakfast is small, lunch is serious.
I see. For me, lunch is also a break.
Yes, a lunch break.
That is a good phrase. I take a lunch break at 1, or I have my lunch break at 12:30.
And during lunch, you can relax a little.
Exactly. Eat, talk, relax, and then go back to work.
Do you like talking to colleagues?
Usually, yes. Short, simple talk is nice.
Yes, not too much, just a little.
Exactly. Just a little, how was your day? Are you busy? What are your plans for the evening?
That is enough.
Yes, easy and natural.
Okay, after lunch, we go back to work.
Yes, we continue the day.
The afternoon can feel long.
That's true.
Sometimes I feel a little tired in the afternoon.
Me too. That is why I need coffee.
Again?
Yes, again.
I stay with tea.
Very loyal.
Always.
In the afternoon, I finish my tasks, answer messages, and prepare for the next day.
That is useful. Finish my tasks. Good phrase.
Yes, and then at the end of the day, I finish work and go home.
What time do you usually go home?
I usually go home at around 6.
Okay, I usually leave work at 5:30.
And when you get home, what do you do?
First, I take off my shoes.
Very important home action.
Very important. Then I wash my hands, change my clothes, and relax for a few minutes.
That sounds good.
Yes. Then I make dinner.
What do you usually make?
Something simple. Rice, vegetables, soup, maybe pasta.
Nice. I also make something simple, or sometimes I just heat food.
That is also real life.
Very real life. After dinner, I wash the dishes and clean the kitchen a little.
Yes, small evening routine.
Then I sit down, maybe watch something, maybe read, maybe talk to family.
That is nice.
What about you?
After dinner, I like to sit at home and relax. Sometimes I watch videos, sometimes I read, sometimes I just do nothing.
Doing nothing is also okay.
Yes, very okay.
And before bed,
Before bed, I brush my teeth, wash my face, and get ready for sleep.
same for me. I also put my phone away and turn off the lights.
What time do you usually go to bed?
I usually go to bed at around 11.
I usually go to bed at 10:30 or 11.
That is good. So a full day can sound like this. I wake up at 7. I get up, wash my face, brush my teeth, and get dressed. I have breakfast. I leave home at 8. I go to work. I have lunch at 1. I finish work at 5:30. I go home, make dinner, relax, and go to bed at 11.
Yes, that is a very good daily routine example.
And it is simple English.
Very simple, very useful.
Let's review a little.
Good idea.
Morning routine. Wake up, get up, wash my face, brush my teeth, take a shower, get dressed, make breakfast, eat breakfast.
Home actions. Make the bed, wash the dishes, open the window, water the plants, clean the table.
Commute. Leave home, go to work, take the bus, drive to work, walk to work, get to work.
Work routine. Say hello to colleagues, start work, check email, answer messages, take a lunch break, finish tasks.
Ending routine. Go home, get home, make dinner, eat dinner, relax, watch something, read, get ready for bed, go to sleep.
This is very good for beginners.
Yes, and you do not need big words. Simple words are enough.
That is important. Simple English is good English.
Exactly. Now we want to hear from you.
Yes, please write in the comments about your daily routine.
Morning routine. Wake up, get up, wash my face, brush my teeth, take a shower, get dressed, make breakfast, eat breakfast.
Home actions. Make the bed, wash the dishes, open the window, water the plants, clean the table.
Commute. Leave home, go to work, take the bus, drive to work, walk to work, get to work.
Work routine. Say hello to colleagues, start work, check email, answer messages, take a lunch break, finish tasks.
Ending routine. Go home, get home, make dinner, eat dinner, relax, watch something, read, get ready for bed, go to sleep.
This is very good for beginners.
Yes, and you do not need big words. Simple words are enough.
That is important. Simple English is good English.
Exactly. Now we want to hear from you.
Yes, please write in the comments about your daily routine.
You can write 1 or 2 simple sentences.
For example, I wake up at 6. I drink coffee in the morning. I go to work by bus.
Yes, very simple is okay.
And tell us, are you tea or coffee?
Very important question.
Very important.
If this video helped you, please like the video and subscribe to Easy English with Max and Mia.
And share this video with a friend who is learning English.
Thank you for listening today.
We are very happy you are here.
Take care, keep practicing, and we will see you in the next video.
Bye, everyone.
Bye!